Hello, Redbirds, and welcome to Brunch.
Call me one day, call me one day. Let's have brunch together, let's have brunch together.
I'm Julia.
And I'm Roberta. We're your hosts for this week's Halloween episode.
How are you doing, Roberta?
I'm good. How are you?
Pretty good. How are you feeling since our last episode?
A lot of things, but I'm excited for this week's.
Yeah, this week is going to be good. We got some spooky stories to share with you guys. So we're moving on to our first segment, which is our spooky segment.
Ooh.
So basically, in 2011, the McGill Tribune wrote an article titled Haunted McGill, and the author, Kayla Mandel, wrote this whole thing. So we are going to take 3 stories out of that article today to share with you guys to kind of enhance the spookiness of the set.
All right.
So Roberta, take it away.
Starting with the Arts Building. There have been other stories of ghosts haunting the Arts Building itself. However, after passing the ghost of James McGill, take the steps up into the Arts Building to wander its echoing corridors and the recesses of its basement alcoves. According to Peter McNally, director of the history of the Montreal Project, in the 1840s, the Arts Building housed the Faculty of Medicine and its cadavers. Beware. The ghosts that prowl these corridors may not be as welcoming as the shape of James McGill. Perhaps the only detection of a ghost you'll find is that chill that has just passed through you, or the light that appears only on some nights in the cupola atop the Arts Building.
Cadavers. How do we feel about cadavers?
Not good, to be honest.
Okay, I heard that at McGill they use them use them very unethically. They used to do like bad things to them, like unhumane things to them for science, but not really for science.
I know that they store them now in Strathcona, I want to say.
I have no idea what that is.
It's like medicine and dentistry.
So cool. Anyway, moving on to our second story of the evening, which is The Friendly Ghost. And this covers ghosts in the Osler Library. Osler, never heard of her. Don't know what it is. I think it's the library for the students who are in medicine, ? Never been up there in my life. So, I don't know. Anyway, it's haunted. Here's the story why. If you make your trip up to the hill to the Osler Library, you can pay your respects to William Osler and his wife, Lady Grace Osler, whose ashes rest in the niche of the library. Osler is one of the most renowned members of the Faculty of Medicine, so it is medicine related. He graduated from McGill in 1872 with a medical degree. In 1919, at the age of 70, he died during the Spanish epidemic.
That feels pretty old for that time.
Yeah. 70? Yeah. I mean, I'll be kind of sad if I die at 70, but for the time.
But that was 1872.
Osler bestowed a large portion of his priceless collection of books and manuscripts to the university, and it is amongst his collection in the Osler Library that he wished to rest. So if you're studying late at night in the library, you just might catch a glimpse of William Osler leafing through his old manuscripts or examining your new science notes over your shoulder. But fear not. With his dying, he was fulfilled to rest with his wife amongst his treasures. He should be no bother to you and is probably the friendliest ghost you'll find on campus. That's good.
Sure.
Look out for his wife's ghost, too, for some interesting tales. And yeah, that's basically it.
All right. Sound friendly enough?
Friendly enough.
Now on to the Allen Memorial Institute.
Again, I have no idea where that is.
There's a little description here. The upper buildings of the McGill campus above Dr. Penfield appear to be the most ghost-ridden of them all. After leaving the Osler Library, continue upwards to brave the Allen Memorial Institute. In the 1950s and 60s, the McUltra experiments, partially funded by the CIA, subjected patients to electroshock therapy, sensory deprivation, and lobotomies.
I don't
Is
know.
that something with the eyes?
Do we know what that is? What is it?
You get a piece of your frontal lobe removed from your brain.
You get a piece of your frontal lobe removed from your brain. Experiments also forced patients to listen to broadcasted messages, either from loudspeakers or from under their pillows, as well as giving them experimental hallucinogenic drugs. Any ghosts trapped in this building will be forever reminded of their tortured pasts.
So unlike the friendly ghosts,
These are tortured souls.
these are tortured ghosts, so they are not friendly.
I wouldn't be either.
Anyway, moving past the truths of these stories, because obviously all these stories are true.
Absolutely.
As I was going through Reddit searching for content for this podcast, there was 2 kind of like conspiracy theories that came up that I just thought were too good not to share with you guys. So the first conspiracy is that somebody wrote that Hell's Angels trashed a student's room in New Res because the student was selling drugs on their turf.
Who's Hell's Angels?
Hell's Angels is like a gang.
In Montreal?
Yeah. And then somebody replied to that comment and said that it was actually C4, I believe.
We lived in C4.
So that's a fun time.
Interesting.
Yeah, do you want to read the second one?
Yeah, the second one here says that McDonald med students ran a haunted house with real cadavers.
So that basically means that like dead people were, like real dead people were just chilling in this haunted house.
I feel like that doesn't make any sense.
Well, that's why it's a conspiracy.
Okay,
It's a bad conspiracy. We did not enjoy that.
All right. Now, moving on to the best part, we are going to be trying Halloween candy bought at Dollarama, but the one beside Metro on Park, specifically, in case you're looking to try any of these.
So basically, we wanted to rate all of the candies. So what we're going to do is we are going to try candy. We are going to both list it at 1 to 10.
Yeah.
1 being absolute garbage, would not put in my mouth. 10 being
I'm going to eat this every single day
scrumptiousness.
for the rest of my life. Yes.
And then at the end, we will look at all the results and put them in order of which ones are the best to worst, so you don't buy the wrong candy this Halloween.
All right. Let's try it.
Danielle? Okay.
Thank you, Assistant Danielle.
Thank you, Assistant Danielle.
Thank you. The Tootsie Rolls.
Okay, this is what they look like. It says, Molasse et kisses, terre à la mélasse.
That French 103 education really coming in clutch.
I honestly don't even know what these are. Like, I don't know
They're like Tootsie Rolls.
if they're
of sorts.
actually Tootsie Rolls.
This is what they look like.
They come in little packages like this. I love candy,
I'm not that big of a
so I'm
fan.
very excited.
Like a gummy.
Oh, see, it's like a
It
Tootsie
basically
Roll.
is a Tootsie Roll.
Question mark.
Okay,
But
ready?
the-
Wait, cheers.
Cheers. Tink.
Mmm. Oh my god.
That is unedible.
It's stuck to the roof of my mouth.
That is trash. That is literally unedible. That's gonna be a literal 0.5 for me. He's still trying the process.
Still chewing her. I would like a 0 for this candy.
Like
I would-
literally
I would never eat
awful. Like I was not expecting it to be that bad.
that. Can I have some of your coffee?
Yeah. Okay. Next, we have chocolate. It comes in like a pack like that. Looks like this.
Skeleton chocolates.
And the individual packs are little dancing skeletons. So
Those are cute.
packaging,
10
10
out of 10.
10. Like, this is so cute. I would want to put this in my mouth.
All right.
More difficult to open than the first one.
Got a little hair stuck on her.
I don't love chocolates, though. Tink.
This is like chocolate.
But, like, it... It's still not good. Like, it's not something I would purchase again.
6 out of 10.
4 out of 10 for me. I don't like that. I need more coffee.
What if I know your coffee? Ooh.
These. The next candy. Gummy eyeballs. I think these are gonna slay. I think we should
Wow.
try. I think we should try one of each flavor.
One of each eyeball?
Like there's different flavors. So there's two flavors.
Orange and red.
Which one should we try first?
Let's do-
Orange?
Yeah.
I feel like red is gonna be better. Dink.
Mmm.
I love it. I love gummies.
So good.
Mm. Mm, 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 mm.
So good.
I love gummies, so
I also like gummies, but
what?
not her.
You don't like this one? I like it.
I don't like the texture.
Red.
Okay, ready?
Pink. Mm.
This one's better.
Can you hear me chewing? You're gonna love that one.
Mm-mm-mm.
This one's worse. What are you saying?
No, this one's actually kind of good.
That one's trash.
But honestly,
What do you rate it?
7 out of 10.
I'm giving it a solid 8.
8.
I would buy again.
Would eat constantly.
Like, I would buy again as an 8. Eat constantly is a 10.
You're right. You're right. Next up,
I'm nervy. I hate
Halloween
black jelly beans. Anyone who likes black jelly beans,
Or
literally,
like black licorice.
like they're
Oh.
weird.
They come in little packs. How convenient. Well, I guess
That's
they
so
don't need to
convenient.
open to packs, but I think I'm gonna love these because
Wait, mine doesn't have white.
It's okay, we can share. I really like orange flavored candy. It
Like,
is the
I
best
like
flavor.
orange flavored candy. It's not like my fave.
What is your
but-
fave?
Red, duh. But not that red. Let's try
Let's do orange first. It's gonna
orange.
be the best.
Yeah. Ew, I only got orange and black. Dink. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it tastes like orange flavored candy. But I'm like I would eat these constantly.
Mm-hmm. 10 out of 10 for the orange ones specifically.
Let's try white. I'm too scared to go into black yet. White. It really has no flavor except for sweet. You know?
It's just a little milky.
Milk? You think of jelly bean tastes like milk?
Mm-hmm. A little cream.
Do they all taste the same?
A little bit.
Confused.
Mm, 8 out of 10. For
We
this
haven't tried.
one. Oh, I'm ranking them one by one now.
Okay, orange, 10 out of 10.
10.
Would eat constantly.
Yeah.
White, 6. I liked the other candy better than the white ones.
Yeah, but these are easily snackable, you know?
That's true.
Ready?
I know I'm going to hate this.
Not hating it.
It's not black licorice.
Are they all the same flavor?
They're literally all the same. Wait, black and then red and then orange again?
I still think the orange one was the best.
They're all the same flavor. They're literally all the same flavor.
Next candy.
Okay.
Okay, honestly, I would rate this 8.5, 9 out of 10.
I would rate it 9 out of 10. Actually, 8 out of 10 because I like the other ones like a bit more. But they're
The
still
eyes?
good. Yeah. I really like the eyes. Okay.
All right.
This is the big finale, guys. We found whatever the fuck these are.
They're like marshmallow lollipop covered in sugar. They're kind of like Peeps,
Yeah. The knockoff version of Peeps.
but no, it's like spooky Peeps. Spooky treats. That's what these are.
Spooky treats.
Spooky treats.
That's what it says on the packaging. So
There are other flavors.
there was like pumpkin.
Pumpkins. I got a mummy. You got a witch.
I got a witch. She looked the sassiest.
Oh, mine is a little looking confused.
There's some in the bag, but I got it.
Oh.
I'm strong enough. Ugh. Sugar everywhere.
Okay.
Ah. Ew. This is going to be so disgusting. I don't even want to eat
Oh, I'm so
it.
excited.
Why are you so excited?
It looks good.
This does not look good.
I like marshmallows.
Ew.
Oh, but it's a little warm.
It's really hot in this room. So. Okay.
All right.
Smell? Smells like chemicals.
Can't wait.
Ew. Trash. Do you guys want to try this?
I don't.
I think it's not bad. I kind of like it. Would eat maybe half of it.
It tastes like chemicals.
Maybe yours has different flavors. 'Cause
'Kay,
it's
let's
different
trade.
colors.
Want to bite that side?
Yeah. I want some witch.
I want some
I'll
mummy.
I'll do her face.
I mean,
This one's even worse. This one's even worse. How do you like this?
I think this one is worse.
This one's disgusting. Wait, try that one. This one's worse.
Here, pass this one to her too.
this is how COVID was created.
Isn't that one worse?
And you're
so
still
much
eating this
worse.
one.
Ew.
Disagree.
That one had a little bit of something fruity.
What's this one? Just
That's
marsh?
just like your grandma's fucking.
I think the mummy is good too.
I like this one.
the dust from your grandma's attic or something.
It's like cleaning supplies.
Like
Mhm.
that.
I don't
Well, like,
know.
I kind of want to eat it.
I think I'm done with her, to be honest. I think it's not only the flavors, it's the look.
Let's get these cups out of here.
I have a question. Okay. Let's say someone is in the niche circumstance that they are throwing a Halloween party and the only store that is open is the Dollarama at the Metro on Park.
Mm-hmm.
Which ones should they buy?
Skeleton chocolate, I think, is a must.
Skeleton chocolate,
Jelly
just like
bean?
fine. Jelly beans, great. You can put them in a bowl and make them look cute.
Yeah.
Eyeballs, good decor. They also had the same gummy, but zombies or
Zombie
like
fingers.
zombie fingers, but like the same flavor.
That's good to munch on.
Yeah, get those, mix them up.
I think the marshmallow lollipops, absolutely not.
No. And the fucking Tootsie Rolls, I hope, get discontinued. They do not
Those are
deserve to be on the shelf.
So
like, I
bad.
can't even describe the flavor. It's like not even like
It's
Tootsie Roll.
horrible. Hey, who wants to try one of those?
You get a Tootsie. You get a Tootsie. Come take a bite on camera.
Come.
Yeah, eat it.
No, get the
You have
Tootsie.
to. Coming for the stash.
Okay, what if our rankings are just... We'll do this backstage.
Backstage.
Wait, live reaction.
I need to get your live reaction on the Tootsie Roll, though.
No, that's so wrong.
Oh, I can even smell it.
That's
bad.
worse than the marshmallow.
Yeah.
That's not going in
No.
the body.
It just.
Like it.
Oh, what? You can take the bag home.
trash? Yeah, I do actually. That would be fine.
It tastes like blood. Like, why is it so salty?
No, it's like, it has a weird...
Molasses?
It's
No, it's...
disgusting.
Oh, a little bit. A little bit.
Ew, I hate molasses.
I also hate molasses.
Or it's like a molasses eraser.
Yummy.
Love.
So, at absolute worst trashness, never ever gonna buy ever, even in my life, even
Halloween Tootsie Rolls.
Tootsie Rolls, specifically Halloween ones.
So bad.
Bad.
And also, I was just like, I'm like biting. Like the feeling of biting felt like trudging through mud.
Yeah, like
If
it
that
was.
makes sense.
It was.
I'm like pulling apart. Like I'm trying to get through. It's quicksand. I'm drowning.
Yeah, no. So it was not good. So
No,
that's like
never,
definitely
ever
the worst
again.
one. The second worst for me has to be the lollipops.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're festive, Well, I guess they all are
festive,
festive,
but yucky as fuck.
they're not
Like,
good.
if you're gonna, like, have them out in Halloween, like, as decor, maybe.
That's okay, but they're kind of expensive too.
$2 each. It's expensive.
$3.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
$3 each. Okay. What's next? For me, the middle ground, whatever, I don't really care about it, is the chocolate.
Oh, I'm thinking chocolate at the top.
Okay, well, I'm gonna put chocolate next. What are you gonna put next?
I'm gonna put the gummy eyeballs.
Okay.
Is that your top?
Yeah. And then for me, jelly beans is second best.
Same. Same.
Oh, jelly beans.
We just switch our gummy
Oh shit.
and chocolate.
And my gummy eyeballs are right there at the top. I might have mucked a lot of them last night.
I was eating the skeleton chocolates as we were setting up.
But this was
Hungry.
real. This was first glance, first
First-
taste. We did not cheat at all.
Totally true reactions.
Anyway, speaking of getting cheated, we're talking about expectations versus reality, bitches.
Halloween at McGill. Although we've only been here for one Halloween.
We've only been here
so-
for one Halloween, and let me tell you, there was a lot of expectations,
Yeah.
and reality did hit us pretty hard.
Also, COVID was more serious back when we
Mm-hmm.
had our Halloween
Yeah.
experiences.
Like, we'll see this year what comes up.
Yeah.
Potentially Halloween party at our house, question mark.
We'll see.
Any whoosie. The first expectation versus reality that we are going to talk about are costumes. So the first thing that I quickly thought about when I thought of expectations was cheap, easy, comfortable, and recognizable.
Yeah. Because sometimes you could do a costume and people aren't too sure what you are, and then it requires an explanation.
Like, for example, movie characters.
unless it's super
Unless
obvious.
it's like
Or
super
sometimes
iconic.
someone will be like, "Oh, I'm this," and then it's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
But sometimes that
But
reaction
you
doesn't
need
come.
to tell them. You need to be like, I'm this, and you're like, oh, I
Yeah.
see it.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, so that definitely is an expectation that everyone is just gonna recognize what you are.
Yeah.
Same thing about it being cheap. Halloween shopping society nowadays, nothing is cheap. Those lollipops were $3.
$3.
But yeah, and then also
Agree.
easy. I feel like the older we get, the more complicated dressing up gets.
Or maybe we're just we don't want to put that much effort into a costume.
Maybe, but who does? Who do you know out of all of our friends that's I will be planning this costume 3 weeks in advance?
Nobody, but
Oh, Danielle apparently.
Danielle apparently will plan her Halloween costume 3 weeks in advance. However, Halloween in university also comes right after midterms or a little bit during midterms.
Yeah.
So you don't really have that on your mind.
Also, the workload this year compared to last year. Oof. Maybe it's just we're putting more effort in.
Yeah, and want to do
But
better, but
it's a lot.
I think she's harder.
It's a lot.
Also, it's so cold.
It's so cold. Montreal gets really, really cold. So it's you either freeze to death,
Yeah.
wear a jacket if you're going to house party.
But even
just
then,
run.
it's where do you put
Where
your
do you
jacket?
put it? Unless you know the people. Bars, you have to pay extra money for your coat.
Yeah.
Again, more money.
Well, who's going to a bar on Halloween?
I don't
I'm
know.
thinking a club, an event.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. But
Haunted house, I don't know.
so how do you dress? So then you do the thing that you do when you're 5 years old, where your mom put a snowsuit under your
No.
costume.
No. And then it's like, Mom, nobody can tell that I'm a princess anymore. I can't even see
It's
the
all
dress.
costume. But yeah, so those are some expectations versus reality on costumes.
So the parties. We went to a Halloween party last year. It
Yeah.
was
And it was fun. It
Mhm.
was great. But it was full. It was
so
jam-packed.
Yeah.
Um,
But also, I feel like in first year, it's harder, I guess, to get invited to a house party because most people live on res, or at least that was the case for us.
Yeah.
So the only people who can throw it is either if you know somebody in an upper year or somebody who lives off campus and has a place. house party options are limited, I guess.
It is super limited because obviously if you're in residence, you're not going to be able to have a party. So
And maybe you could have like a dorm party. I don't know if that's super common, but again, in our year, they were super strict.
they were so strict because COVID was still a huge impact in our lives. Like I know when we came back second year, we were shocked.
Whoa.
Like there's so many people
on
like out on
campus.
campus, like no longer
And it's
having
so
online
nice.
classes. It is really, really nice. But yes, so one thing that they do not show in the movies is the walk from the party and back through storms, through deserts, through hurricanes. Last year, we
It
had to
was
trek our way
pouring
like a
rain.
20-minute walk to this party, and on the way home, it was pouring rain. And I feel like that's just never talked about. Like you just assume that when you're in university, you just like show up at a party.
Well, I think some
No.
people drive to parties. But
But like in university, maybe
then somebody has to be sober.
somebody has to be
To drive
sober.
back.
It's always a conversation. Who's going to be sober if you drive? If you're not going to
Yeah.
drive, are we metroing? Are we walking?
Are you Ubering?
Are we
which is
Ubering? Which is,
expensive?
again, expensive.
I will be walking.
Halloween is expensive, y'all. And anyway,
I don't think it has to be.
it doesn't have to be. You can walk through the rain like we did as poor first years, but it sucks. And yeah, you don't really, they never show that in the movies. So I thought I'd
Of
put
course
that
not.
into a reality check for all y'all who think you're just going to show up at a party one day. Another point,
Yes.
people. Do we want to talk about people?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
I was just going to say, like, people and music completely change the vibe of a whole entire party.
Absolutely.
And if you don't have good people at the party or you don't have good music at a party, it can ruin the entire experience. Do you have anything to add?
No, I agree because it feels nice to know the person whose house you're at because you're kind of in this.
You're more comfortable.
You're more comfortable, and it's like I can put my bag in your room.
Yeah.
The situation.
Exactly. But yeah, so I just put a couple of examples if you guys are planning on having a good Halloween party of some good music recommendations to get your Halloween party started. First of all, classic Calling All the Monsters. Get that shit
China and
loud.
the Queen.
Let's go.
Plays too hard.
Next, Thriller, a classic, but like you can skip all of the beginning part of it. And me and Bert, we're just decorating our dorm room last year, and we just had like a Halloween playlist going. And we came across a song. We're like, "Oh, this is so good!" We're like, "Oh yes!" And it's It's called Adam's Family, but
Vibe.
the Migos version,
Yes.
not
So
the
good.
theater version.
The theater version.
Yeah, you don't know about it.
Oh.
Migos version, it slaps. It's so good. It really
It's
is.
really good.
It's what you need to listen to when you're decorating for Halloween.
Right. Please.
Ghostbusters theme song.
Yeah.
Yeah, like all the classics.
Yeah.
What's like a bad example?
The Monster Mash. No, well. No.
Say Halloween. Hey, say Halloween. Do you know that one?
I do.
Anywhoosie.
All right. Next expectation
Yes. Drinking.
that happens.
Getting drunk. Do you think that you can find the perfect amount of drunk? Do you know yourself well enough to be the perfect amount of drunk on a Halloween party, in a Halloween party?
Yes. Now.
And how did you learn that about yourself?
Oh. Trial and error.
Trial and error is the only way to go through. When you, again, in the movies, you see people having fun, just like drinking, being crazy. If you drink a lot of alcohol, you're going to sleep on your bathroom floor.
As we've experienced many a
We have
time.
experience. So, you either go to a party and you are absolutely blasted, way
Yeah.
too drunk to be there, you need to leave immediately, or you get to the party and you're just stone cold sober, and it is not enjoyable because a bunch of half naked girls are just flailing around, and it's really not fun.
We are amongst half naked girls also flailing. But I think when you go, like a good way to plan it out is to be a little bit more drunk than you need to be.
Yeah.
And then when you
And
get there, you
sober
kind of
it
like
down.
sober up.
Yeah.
And then you calm down. And then once you kind of like hit that point where you're like, oh, it smells bad. It's time to. It's time
You're like
to leave.
dripping of sweat.
And you're like, oh, like I'm feeling tired.
I need to go to bed.
It's time to
But
go.
this year, I'm staying up past midnight. I will
Whoa.
not go home. It's a mission.
I will stay at the party past midnight. I won't leave at 10 p.m.
And finally, quick and easy, the last expectation is that Halloween forever lasts the free candy. No, incorrect.
Well, are you expecting free candy when you're here at university?
don't know.
I'm definitely not.
I don't
Where
know.
is the free candy gonna come?
Out in the library.
Okay.
Anyway, again, expenses, pay for your own candy, not the Dollarama crap we just ate. All right.
Especially the Tootsie Roll.
Unless you're Sam.
Unless you love them. Tootsie Roll stand number 1.
All right, wrapping the podcast back to us at McGill and all of the things we do here at McGill. We are going to talk about fun things to do in Montreal / at McGill during spooky season. Roberta.
Number 1, Halloween party.
Halloween parties.
And again, this is a Halloween weekend situation, so it's basically you go out the entire weekend as opposed to like one day.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Sunday?
Sunday, question mark? I have an 8:30 on Monday.
Well, Monday? This year's Halloween is on a Monday.
So I feel like
Well, if
people
you're
might
going out
be.
on the Sunday, I guess it's like, midnight and it's Halloween.
Yeah.
Nobody's celebrating Halloween in the daytime.
Yeah. Halloween parties go hard. We were talking about if we don't want to host one, we're just going to walk around the ghetto and show up in somebody's house. Because
Also,
they're
everybody
just there.
we know lives in the ghetto.
Everybody we know lives in the ghetto, and we're just going to walk into a party.
Well, last year our Halloween party experience ended with one of our
Continue. We're not going to mention names.
No
you know who
names.
you are. We love you so
love
much,
you.
and we don't blame you for this night because you deserved it.
They deserve that night. But
Trial and error, folks. Trial
Yeah.
and error.
it was. we'll ask if we can
We'll
post
ask.
about it. But
It was fun.
it was
Anyway.
going out. Many clubs throw Halloween events, including clubs at McGill.
Clubs at McGill. So the
SMU.
SMU faculty, apparently
A lot of student societies.
a lot of student societies. They also they're honestly throwing a lot of parties throughout the whole year. Like
Yeah.
yesterday, the arts faculty threw a Taylor Swift party for the day that Taylor Swift launched her album and things like that. So always keep an eye out. Follow the Instagrams.
Instagram stories is where I'm always looking
Instagram
for stuff like
stories.
that.
There's always fun activities, fun events, and you honestly
Always,
have
always.
no idea about it.
Yeah.
And we went last night to the Taylor Swift one, and it was very fun. And I'm not even a Taylor Swift fan, so
In fact,
check those
she's
Insta
kind of a
stories.
hater.
Don't expose me. Do not expose me.
Yeah, I know. I know.
How did you feel about the album?
I haven't listened to it yet.
Oh.
Oh,
Did it play it at the?
oh, I didn't go.
It didn't go past midnight. But they're still fun.
Okay, seeing a scary movie. Rocky Horror Picture Show, they have these theater experiences. It's like as you're watching, there are people also acting it out on stage. It's immersive. Very cute theaters. There's ones in Mile End.
There's also
Imperial Theater, something like
Yeah.
that. What do you think there is?
there's also a lot of movie theaters downtown. Like
Cute ones.
every couple blocks, there's a movie theater. So it's really easy to go and convenient to
And
go see
watch like
some
a
horror
spooky
movies.
movie.
Yeah. All right. La Ronde.
It's an amusement park here in Montreal. It's a little bit far, but it's not impossible to get there by transit.
Yeah. No, it's not that far. Well, it is kind of far, but with transit, it's fine.
And it's a fun experience, honestly, to get there and take like the bus or metro with your friends.
Yeah. But if you are into spooky things, there will be clowns with chainsaws chasing you around.
It's if anyone has ever been to Canada's Wonderland, it's basically Halloween haunt.
Yes. And it's really, really fun. And last year, this girl right here just froze, sobbed, collapsed to the ground. And our friend Sean decided to run.
And they
if you are
chased
scared, do not run. You will be chased.
It's like those people with scary costumes, and they'll like run towards you, but then they have those rolly things on their knees, so they're like, and they're like sliding towards you.
It's quite scary. But it's really, really fun. It was really fun.
So scary, and they have haunted houses and stuff like that too.
Yeah. Yeah, and then finally, we are talking about Saint Laurent and Crescent. which are basically just the two main streets
Yeah.
downtown with all the bars there.
And clubs. And you can hang around there and decide where you want to go.
Yeah, it's really fun.
All right, now on to the next topic. I have a couple of questions for you, Julia.
Okay.
Number 1, on the top of candy. How old were you when you stopped trick-or-treating?
Okay. Here's the tea. I'm going to say 15, grade 9. And I'm only going to say that because at the time I had a boyfriend. And also I'm the oldest of 2 younger sisters. So after a certain point, when I was done trick-or-treating, it would
You're
be my
still taking
responsibility
them. Okay.
to take them out. I'm not going to take them out
And not get candy
and not
yourself.
get free candy out of it. Actually, wait. That was grade 10. Yeah, so grade
16?
10 was the last time. 16. Now that's pushing it. The only way that's acceptable
If you're taking
is
younger
if you're taking
siblings.
younger siblings out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was, I went as Princess Bride. I was Princess Buttercup, and the man at the time was whatever.
The other guy.
The other guy, what's his name?
I don't know, but he's like
I
supposed to be
forget.
mysterious, and then he runs away, and then you're like, where did he go? But then he's like the knight, and he like fights.
He's like the
The
pirate at
mask.
one point. It's a whole
He's-
thing.
he's-
Anyway,
I feel like his name starts with a W.
Wesley, of course, of course. What about you, Birdie Boy?
I think I was in grade 6, or
So
maybe
you were-
grade 7.
She was also the youngest.
I'm the youngest. My older brother did not want to go with me, and
obviously.
obviously, and I was a tall child, so I just seemed older already. Like I know someone in my grade who was not even 5 feet, and he went until grade 12. But
Yeah.
valid. I would too if I looked like him.
Damn.
Grade 6. Grade
Wow.
6. Yeah.
So like I got like 5 years on you.
It's like I'm not really a candy fan.
Yeah, I love candy. I love candy.
I feel like I like fish through those for. Did you ever have people in your neighborhood who would give out just random things in their house as opposed to candy?
Yeah.
Like here are wafer cookies from Costco.
yeah.
Like,
Raisins.
raisins,
Apples.
or a can of like some kind of pop.
Yeah. That's so funny. Okay, next question.
What was your best Halloween costume?
Okay.
Pre-McGill.
Pre-McGill.
Because I think our costumes last year were pretty good.
Our costume last year was pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty fun. Little DIY moment.
Which we did alcohols,
Yeah.
and then we had different
Us and like
ones.
8 people. Like
Or
it was
12.
Yeah, there's like 12 of us. And we
We're
all
like,
did.
we did like a DIY. We bought the cowboy hats from Dollarama, and then we did the sparkles.
We sparkled
and-
them. We Mod Podged a lot.
Yeah.
We made our own fits.
And it was really fun because then we went to the party and it was like, oh my god, you're also one of the alcohols.
Yeah, exactly.
And you don't really have to do anything else with your costume except we just dressed up like the color of the bottle.
Yeah. So it was pretty easy, but still fun. I think my best costume ever was Princess Buttercup and Wesley.
Did you have a blonde wig? Like,
I just had my regular hair. I never went all out for Halloween. My
Mm.
parents don't do big holidays like Christmas, Halloween, like
sick.
you know, they're pretty chill people. So I just like had a red dress and red tights, and it was like one of those fits where I could be warm and take my sisters out trick or treating, but I still like looked like the person I was.
Right.
And then he like matched very well and like just wore all
Did he
black.
have like
he had like a
that
sword
one.
that he brought.
The sword adds a lot.
So it was pretty intense. Probably the most intense I've ever gone out for Halloween.
Yeah.
Like other ones have just been like a witch, a devil,
Mm.
basic things. What about you?
I had a group costume one year in, I want to say middle school, and I don't want to say the cast of, but characters from Mario.
Okay.
I was Mario. There was like a Luigi,
Yeah.
a Yoshi,
Yeah.
like that evil one that's yellow,
Mhm.
Princess Peach.
That sounds
the
pretty
mushroom.
iconic.
That was a good costume.
That does sound like a good
Yeah.
costume.
And then I remember going to my middle school Halloween dance and everyone being like, your costumes are so good. And I bought overalls.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, because Mario, obviously.
Like, I
Hello.
used like suspenders or something, and I had a fake mustache and everything.
Oh my God. She even went out with a mustache.
All right. So, what is your favorite? Since we are a film club,
Yeah.
let's
Talk
what
about
is your
some
favorite
films.
Halloween/spooky movie?
My favorite Halloween movie and possibly favorite movie in general of all time
I wanna guess.
that gets a spooky vibe?
Is it gonna be Coraline?
Of course it's Coraline. I literally love Coraline so much. I think it is a masterpiece. I think the writing is amazing. The acting is amazing. It's a little bit spooky, but not too spooky.
It's kind of really scary.
It's really not.
For a
You were
children's
just
movie.
too scared of everything.
Okay. My level of scary that I think is appropriate is Hotel Transylvania.
Which is not scary at all.
Hotel Transylvania 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
Amazing.
I mean, they are good movies.
yeah.
And
Or
it's
a
Halloween.
non-animated one, I would say The Visit, which is.
What the fuck?
Have you seen that one?
No.
With the grandparents.
Another one that me and my roommates have, besides her, because she's
Oh,
way too
the
scared to watch.
Insidious.
We're going through all the Insidiouses. We're on the last one, the fourth one. Maybe we'll save it for Halloween night, but I'm like obsessed with them. The story is actually impeccable. So you wouldn't know because you're too scared to watch it.
Beetlejuice. That's a good one. It's not Halloween based, but
But it's spooky.
it's a little spooky. All right.
Our last question is, to wrap things up, our favorite snack during childhood?
Mm-hmm.
Like
growing
Halloween
up.
snack?
Like, you're getting your candy from trick-or-treating. What are you pulling out of there
Ah.
first? Besides the chips, because that's always what I'm going for.
The chips are always first.
Yeah.
Were you a candy organizer?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
After Halloween trick-or-treating, you're sitting on the floor with your friends, and he's like, I got this much. And
Yeah.
you're like, oh, damn, you got so much stuff. Yeah.
So for sure, I'd organize all my candy. The first to go was probably the Skittles. I love the Skittles. No, like to eat. Like
yes.
I ate them up so
Yes,
fast.
Yes, okay.
Like
yeah.
they, like you know when it's like February and you have your Halloween bag and,
gotta
you're like looking like, fuck, they're all the ones
Like,
I
it's
hate.
the, like, nasty Tootsie Rolls.
No, the Skittles. I don't know.
No, next Halloween, I'm looking through that candy sale.
But no, like Skittles are first to eat.
Mm-hmm.
Starburst, fan fave. All of the Maynard's little ones.
The Maynard's 4-pack.
Yes, the
Fuzzy
fish, fuzzy peaches.
That's not even the original.
They're so good.
No, the original 4-pack, this is what it is. It's Fuzzy Peach, Sour Patch Kids, Swedish Berries, and this fourth one that nobody liked, and that's why they got rid of it and replaced it with Swedish Fish. It was called, like, it started with an M, and it was, like, it had red packaging, and it was, like, small circle gummies, and there was, like, purple and yellow, and that was the ugly
Ooh.
colors that they had. And I
That
remember
kind
that
of
was the
looks
one that
good.
everyone was like, ew. And then they came out with Swedish Fish, which are good, but there's only ever
There's like two.
3 fish.
But yeah, no. So those would be my go-to. What about you?
I like those as well, or I would go for one of the 4 chocolates. Coffee Crisp, Kit Kat, Smarties, or
Aero.
but I think that's only Canadian.
Yeah, I think this is all Canadian. I think are Maynard's Canadian or no?
No.
Oh.
Americans know what Sour Patch Kids are, though.
But are they Canadian?
Are you American?
Yeah, Maynard's is Canadian.
Slay.
I didn't have any of that.
What about Sour Patch Kids?
American.
But Sour Patch Kids are part of
At least
Maynard's,
we got
no?
them in America.
I have no idea.
You have fuzzy peaches?
Not Maynard's brand.
Fuzzy Peach is the best one, I think, out of that 4.
I love a Swedish berry or whatever they're
But
called.
Swedish berries don't have the sugar.
Still buzzing.
What about the
They're better
chocolates?
because we don't have the sugar.
Yeah.
Have you tried this? Okay, the Swedish berries and the RVC calf are.
All right. Well, I think that's it for this week's episode of the podcast.
Since we release an episode every week.
Well, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed the Halloween take on this episode.
And we're wishing you all a very spooky Halloween weekend.
Yeah. See ya. And cut.